Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion. We are halfway to Halloween, and we have some funking, exciting news. Welcome to Teacup for One. My name is Matt, and I have 2 degrees. You might be thinking to yourself, why is Halloween Matt back on the channel when it's only the beginning of summer? My answer to you, it's not just mid-May. It is halfway to Halloween. Okay, let's be honest. Halfway to Halloween, not a real holiday. It is unapologetically one of those holidays that was just invented to sell merchandise. But you know what? I do not give a funk, because the product that it was created to sell was Funko. And obviously, Funko Pops are like my favorite thing in the world after Disney, Shakespeare, and cats. And so with halfway to Halloween, Funko just announced a slew of new products, including a ton of Disney Villain Funko Pops that I am so excited for. So I had to whip out the camera, find the makeup, dust off the old witch hat, and bring back Halloween Matt so that we can rank, review, and just talk about all these exciting, wickedly cool Disney Villain Pops that we can look forward to seeing in our future, but like our immediate future. I might have already ordered some of them. And of course, as always, if you're thinking about adding any of these Pops to your collection, I highly recommend checking out Pop in a Box Canada or Pop in a Box, insert name of your country here, because chances are Pop in a Box has a website for your country as well. Pop in a Box is pretty great. I do have an affiliate link that I'm going to leave in the video description for you down below. And if it's your first time ordering off of Pop in a Box, I've also got a promo code. It'll save you some money. It's great. Win-win. I'm going to leave that for you down in the description below as well. As usual for these review videos, I am going to be going in order of my least favorite newly announced Pop to my most favorite newly announced Pop. But as usual, all of these figures are amazing. I would be thrilled to have any of them join my collection, but this list is just in order of my personal preference. The ones that I'm least likely to spend money on versus the ones that I've probably already ordered for myself and I cannot wait to get. So, without any further ado, let's look at the Pops. Actually, with a little bit of ado, if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed to the channel, do it. Okay, moving on. Alright, first off, we have 10-inch Dragon Maleficent supersized Funko Pop. I know, right? Incredible figure. You're probably thinking, Matt, why is this at the bottom of your list? Well, let me tell you. It's because how many times have we seen Maleficent as a dragon as a Funko Pop? The answer, 7. Okay, I don't know that off the top of my head, but like probably around 7. I'm pretty sure she exists as a common-sized Funko Pop. I think she's a 6-inch Funko Pop. There's a version of her with fire, there's a version of her without fire, and so like, basically, we've seen the dragon before. The thing that I will say is really exciting about this figure is that it is 10 inches. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but I mean, like, ugh. This is a 10-inch Funko. Like, this is huge. So having Maleficent as a dragon, like, on this scale, that to me is thrilling. And I actually don't have a Dragon Maleficent in my collection yet, because even though there are so many of them, they are a bit more difficult to get or to find, at least in terms of a regular retailer, in my experience. So actually, I'm second guessing putting this at the bottom of my list. But I will say, the thing that is simultaneously really cool and really frustrating about a 10-inch Maleficent dragon is the fact that we still do not have a Prince Philip Funko Pop that can be fighting her. Like, who's gonna stop this? This dragon is going to take over the world if we don't get that Prince Philip there to defend us. So Funko, for the good of humanity, give us the Prince Philip Pop! Okay, next up we have Maleficent, not as a dragon. One of the things that really excites me about the Villain Pops that were announced today is that they're following the same trend we saw recently with the Ultimate Princess Pops, which is that these Pops have a base. So it's not just a pop figure, it's like a little mini scene. And I know I said I wasn't a fan of it with the Ultimate Princess Pops, and I guess I'm just a hypocrite, because I really do love the design when it's applied to the villains. Because the props and the accessories that they pair them with, a ton of fun. But beyond that, with some of these pops, we get like little characters that haven't been like immortalized as pops yet, finally getting their pop debut. So, pretty excited. Now, what I love about this new Maleficent pop specifically is, first of all, going off of what I just said about these figures giving us some characters, some sidekicks that we haven't seen as pops yet, we're not just getting Maleficent, we are getting Diablo the Raven. Super exciting. I think this pop is showing us a side of Maleficent that is prevalent through most of the movie. Maleficent is so terrifying because she has this calm, powerful authority to her. And when you compare this pop to one of the earlier Maleficent pops, like, I think this one is a more accurate expression of the character that we all know and fear. Like, this pop is adorable, but that's the thing, it's adorable. I think the original Maleficent pop was released at a time when the pops were going down more of a cutesy road, but this one, the colors are more vibrant, the physicality is more Maleficent, it's more imposing, and it's a little detail, but I love how they have the eyelids on this pop just a little bit closed, compared to here just having the classic, like, big, fully round Funko eyes. You know, just adding that little detail of the half-closed eyes, that gives this pop a ton of power. Big fan. Oh, maybe this should be higher on my list too. Alright, next we have the Evil Queen from Snow White. I'm going to say right now that it's kind of a running theme with all of these new villain pops, that they're all much more expressive and reflective of the characters in terms of their personality than what we've seen with previous figures. So, I love the original Evil Queen Funko Pop, but just when you compare this design to the new design, you can absolutely see the direction that Funko has moved with their products, and I love it. Like, as a Funko Pop photographer, this is a really exciting development for me. Now, at first glance, I wasn't in love with this figure, kind of for the same reasons that I complained about the Jasmine Pop in one of my previous videos, because it felt to me like her setting had little to no relevance to the movie. But then I remembered, wait, Matt, you're an idiot. This is the most important part of the movie because she's concocting her potion so that she can turn into the witch. And so once I realized that, I actually liked this pop a lot more. I love that she's holding a little test tube. I love that we have her unnamed evil henchman bird friend there. You know, this pop, cool. Nothing necessarily to write home about, but yeah, I'm a fan. Next up we have Cruella de Vil. Cruella de Vil. If she doesn't scare you, no evil pop will. Now, this pop is exciting to me just solely because it's Cruella de Vil from the original Disney animated feature. And we're getting a ton of really fun Emma Stone-inspired Cruella pops, so I do like seeing this attention being given to the OG Cruella. I will say that I am ranking Cruella higher than Maleficent, specifically because of the Funko Shop exclusive Cruella. There we go. I think this figure is so cool. Like, the accessory of the phone, the colors, the fact that it's Cruella, like, with her hair curler look, that's such a hilarious, kind of scary part of the movie that doesn't get nearly enough attention. And I've said it before on the channel, but I love when Funko creates these figures that immortalize parts of the film that people typically forget about, but are still awesome. Like Green Dress Belle, you know? First there was Green Dress Belle, now there's hair curler Cruella. I will say this, we now have animated Cruella Funko Pops, Emma Stone Cruella Funko Pops. Give us the Funko Pops that we want and deserve. Glenn Close.
If we make this coat, it would be as if I were wearing your dog.
One thing that I'm kind of conflicted about with these Cruella Pops is the pure white face. I'm not sure if this is a choice that they're going with to make the pop a little bit more artful and stylized to keep everything to like a black, white, and red aesthetic. That's the vibe that I'm getting, and I do like how it looks, but just in terms of continuity with past Cruella Pops and just continuity with this entire villain line, which doesn't have a ton of stylization to it, it feels a little bit out of place, but I'll have to see it in person. Or at least I'll have to see the common one in person, because I know there's no way I'm going to be able to get my hands on the Funko Shop exclusive one. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. Okay, next we have Captain Hook. I'm going to admit right here, right now, that this figure, it's not as exciting as the new designs that we've seen for, say, Maleficent or the Evil Queen, because we had a relatively similar design released for Captain Hook just last year with the Disneyland 65th anniversary line. But, like I said, with these pops, it's all about the details. What really thrills me about this Captain Hook pop is two things. First, if you look really closely, he has his gold hook on. Like, that's the hook that's just for special occasions. And if you look extra closely inside his lantern, I'm 99.9% sure that that is Tink. Like, not just any Tink, glowing Tink. And it's those little details that just absolutely win me over for pops like this. So, this might be the first Captain Hook pop I actually add to my collection. Okay, next we have Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Frog. And I'm just thrilled anytime I see Princess and the Frog getting some Funko Pop attention. Yes, there is already a Dr. Facilier pop, but that one was released a couple years before I started collecting seriously, so to find him, pretty difficult. So I'm just excited that I can get my hands on a brand new Dr. Facilier pop. In terms of his props and accessories, I'd say they're just okay. I do like how he's holding the talisman because, again, connecting it to a specific part of the film, but the reason I'm ranking him so high is not necessarily for this figure, but because of his box lunch exclusive figure, which I've already made peace with the fact that I'm probably not going to be able to get, but just the fact that it exists thrills me. Look at it. I think that, like, as far as I'm concerned, this pop is an unofficial rite of passage for any Disney villain pop, i.e. having a pop of the character surrounded by lime green flames. Maleficent has one, Scar has one, now Facilier has one. Plus the makeup, brilliant. And it just reminds me of the Friends on the Other Side scene and just ongoing Friends on the Other Side motif. This is Facilier at, like, peak Doctor, you know? This is what you remember from the movie, and it is so cool, and I love seeing it as a pop, and oh, I wish we had box lunch in Canada. Okay, next. Okay, we are moving into my top 3. Get excited. Starting off, this pop is a Disney Villain Deluxe figure. I don't know if you're ready for it, but here it is. Ursula with Cauldron. I don't even think I need to explain why this is so exciting. Like, just look at it. And you know, I am all about these pops immortalizing specific parts of the movie, and it's when she's making the potion and it has the heart in the crown, plus you get Flotsam and Jetsam, and just the beautiful wave of water that's framing her. This is one of those figures that, in my mind, kind of moves out of traditional Funko Pop territory, and like, you could put this on a shelf with a bunch of Jim Shores, and as far as I'm concerned, it would fit right in. This is a display piece, and it's beautiful. Okay, next, another Disney Villain Deluxe pop, the one that I am probably actually going to get for myself. This might be, even though it's ranked number 2, this might be my favorite thing that Funko released today. The Evil Queen on her throne. I've spoken before on this channel about how I really want a Magic Mirror Funko Pop, and like, as of now, this is the closest I am going to get. And I haven't been crazy about the past Disney Villain on Throne pops that we've had. I think there's been a Hades and a Maleficent, because those characters didn't really exist on their throne. But the Evil Queen is all about grandeur. The Evil Queen exists in the realm of her throne room. One of the most important scenes from the film is her sitting on her throne with that little box that she's holding, telling the huntsman, "Bring me back her heart in this." And this pop just exemplifies everything that I love about Funko figures. It's a cool character, it's bringing to life a gorgeous design element from the film, and it's recreating one of the most important parts of the story. So this pop, oh, just love it, need it, gotta have it. And last, but certainly not least, I am so thrilled to announce that Funko has finally given us the pop that we have begged and pleaded for what feels like 9 lives. Lucifer. the greatest Disney cat of all. Oh, and with Lady Tremaine, of course. And I mean, I guess technically Lady Tremaine is probably the main attraction here. We all know what this pop is doing. This pop is preparing the world for the day that Lucifer finally receives his much-deserved solo Funko Pop figure. Why hasn't it been released yet? Because the world's not ready. Okay, I'm only half joking here. This is actually my number one pick out of all the things that were announced, and it is my number one pick because of Lucifer. I am on a mission to get as many Disney cat Funko Pops as I possibly can. But I do think it's cool that we're finally seeing Lady Tremaine as a Funko Pop. I think it's only a matter of time before Anastasia and Drizella follow, and hopefully Lucifer will be part of that collection as well. So, there it is, friends. All the halfway to Halloween newly announced Disney Villain Funko Pops. Once again, if you're looking to add any of them to your collection, I highly recommend that you check out Pop in a Box. Most of these are available for pre-order on their website, and again, I do have an affiliate link in the video description down below alongside the promo code. That'll get you a little bit of a discount on your order. But with that said, friends, this concludes yet another episode of Teacup for One. Now, let me know in the comment section down below, which of these pops are you most excited for, and are you most likely to add to your collection? And if you want to be the first to know when I upload more videos about Funko Pop announcements, or Disney, Shakespeare, film, or cats, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. If you haven't subscribed already, it's super easy. All you've got to do is click on my face. Thanks for joining me again today, everyone. My name is Matt, and I have 2 degrees, and that's the T cup for one.